Silence filled the Johnson home. After Sophia's death, nothing felt the same. The laughter that once echoed through their compound had vanished. Mr. Johnson, once strong and cheerful, barely spoke anymore. And Mrs. Grace, her eyes were always swollen from crying. Anna sat alone most nights, staring at the ceiling. Her heart was heavy, her soul restless. She kept hearing Sophia's voice in her head. Anna, this life is dangerous. Let's go back home. But she hadn't listened. And now her sister was gone forever. For weeks, Anna tried to live normally. She told her friends she was fine. But guilt is a fire that burns slowly, and it burned deep in her heart. One evening, as she sat at a bar trying to forget her pain, one of her old friends, Sandra, said, Anna, you can't keep blaming yourself. You need to move on. So Anna went back to the same lifestyle, the clubs, the men, the money. But the joy she used to feel was gone. Even in her laughter, there was pain. Meanwhile, Laura, the younger sister, was different now. She had stopped going to parties. Stopped dressing flashy. Stopped lying. She spent her days praying, studying, and visiting the church. But one day, she began to feel sick. At first, she thought it was stress. Then nausea. Then missed periods. When she went to the clinic, the doctor looked at her gently and said, You're pregnant. Laura's heart sank. She cried all night. She couldn't face her parents. What would they say? I'm no better than Sophia, she sobbed. For days, she hid it. But when her mother noticed her vomiting every morning, she knew something was wrong. Laura, her mother asked softly, Is there something you want to tell me? Laura broke down crying. Mama, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Her father stood speechless, then quietly walked out of the room. Her mother hugged her tightly, whispering, We can't undo what's done, but we will face it together. When the pregnancy grew, the neighbors began to gossip. Some called her a disgrace, others whispered when she passed. But the Johnsons stood by her. You will not hide in shame, her mother said. You will rise again. Months passed, and Laura gave birth to a baby boy. When she held him in her arms for the first time, tears ran down her face. I will never walk the wrong path again, she whispered. I will raise you with love and truth. Back in Lagos, Anna's life kept falling apart. The men who once chased her stopped calling. Her friends began to disappear. And one day, she felt terribly ill. She ignored it at first, she thought it was just malaria. But when the sickness got worse, she went to the hospital. After a few tests, the doctor looked at her seriously and said, Anna, I'm sorry. You are HIV positive. Anna froze. Her heart raced. Her world collapsed. She fell to the ground crying. No, this can't be happening to me. That night, she called her mother and confessed everything. The clubs, the men, the lies. Her mother cried on the phone. My daughter, we warned you. But still, you are my child. Come home. Anna returned to the village weak, thin, and broken. Her father couldn't even look at her at first. But when he saw her lying helplessly, he knelt beside her bed and cried. He held her hand and said, You are still my daughter. God will forgive you. For months, Anna battled with sickness. Her mother never left her side. She prayed every day for mercy. One morning, Anna whispered faintly, Mama, tell Laura to be strong. Tell her to teach her son the right path. Those were her last words. Anna was gone. Years passed. Laura grew stronger. She graduated, got a good job, and began taking care of her parents and her little boy. People began to respect her again, not because she was perfect, but because she changed. One day, a man named Daniel, a kind teacher from her church, came to visit her family. He said he admired her courage and wanted to marry her, even with her past. Laura couldn't believe it. "Are you sure? I have a child already," she asked. Daniel smiled. "Your past doesn't define your worth. You're a good woman." They got married a few months later, in a small but beautiful ceremony. And as she walked down the aisle, holding her son's hand, Laura looked up to the sky and whispered, "For you, Anna and Sophia. I'll live right for us all."